Have you ever stopped to consider how a car works? You know, you press the accelerator and it goes. You hit the brakes and it stops. It's a simple, reliable system. But what if that system was faulty? What if the accelerator got stuck or the brakes failed altogether? That's a frightening thought, right? Now imagine your brain as that car. It's a complex machine designed to navigate the world, process emotions, and make decisions. But when someone experiences abuse, it's like that car's intricate system is thrown into chaos. The very mechanisms designed to keep you safe and balanced are disrupted, leading to a cascade of consequences for your mental well-being. Think about it. Abuse, whether it's physical, emotional, or psychological, is a deeply jarring experience. It's a violation of trust, a shattering of safety that leaves lasting scars not just on the body, but also on the very fabric of the mind. It's like a thief that breaks into your house, not just stealing valuables, but also the sense of security and peace that once resided there. And just like a break-in, the effects of abuse can linger long after the event itself, leaving you feeling vulnerable and on edge. The impact reverberates through the neurological pathways of the brain, affecting how you think, feel, and interact with the world around you. We are going to delve into the intricacies of this impact, exploring how different types of abuse affect the brain's delicate mechanisms. We will uncover the neurological underpinnings of the emotional and behavioral struggles that often accompany abuse, and perhaps most importantly, we will talk about the incredible resilience of the human brain and the possibility of healing and recovery. One of the first things to understand is that abuse comes in many forms. There's physical abuse, which is often the most visible, involving physical harm or injury. Then there's emotional abuse, which can be more insidious. It is a pattern of behaviors that attack a person's sense of self-worth, including constant criticism, humiliation, manipulation, and control. And finally, there's psychological abuse, which involves threats, intimidation, and other tactics designed to instill fear and erode a person's mental stability. Each type of abuse leaves its own unique imprint on the brain. Let's take a closer look at how this happens. Your brain is an incredibly complex organ, with different parts responsible for different functions. Three key players in the context of abuse are the amygdala, the prefrontal cortex, and the hippocampus. The amygdala is like your brain's alarm system. It's responsible for processing emotions, particularly fear and aggression. It helps you detect and respond to threats. The prefrontal cortex, on the other hand, is like the brain's chief executive officer. It's involved in higher-level functions like planning, decision-making, and regulating emotions. It helps you think before you act, to weigh the consequences of your actions. And then there's the hippocampus, which is like your brain's memory librarian. It's crucial for forming new memories and retrieving old ones. Now, when someone experiences abuse, especially over a prolonged period, these brain regions can be significantly affected. Imagine that car again, the one with the faulty accelerator and brakes. In a healthy brain, the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex work together in a balanced way. When a threat arises, the amygdala sounds the alarm, and the prefrontal cortex steps in to assess the situation and decide on the best course of action. It's like a well-coordinated dance between instinct and reason. But in individuals who have experienced abuse, this delicate balance is disrupted. Studies have shown that the amygdala can become hyperactive, meaning it's constantly on high alert, scanning for danger even when there is none. It's like that car alarm that keeps going off even when there's no real threat. It is exhausting and overwhelming. At the same time, the prefrontal cortex can become hypoactive, meaning it's less effective at regulating emotions and making sound decisions. It's like the brakes on that car failing, making it harder to stop or slow down once the accelerator is pressed. The result is that individuals who have experienced abuse often struggle with emotional regulation. They might experience intense emotional reactions to seemingly minor triggers. They might have difficulty calming themselves down once they're upset. They might also struggle with impulsivity, acting without thinking through the consequences. It is like driving that car with a stuck accelerator and faulty brakes. You are constantly lurching forward, unable to control your speed or direction. Now you might be wondering, what about the hippocampus, the brain's memory librarian? Well, abuse can have a profound impact on memory as well. Trauma can interfere with the way memories are formed and retrieved. Some individuals might experience intrusive memories, vivid flashbacks of the abuse that feel as if they are happening all over again. It is like a broken record, stuck on the most painful track. Others might have difficulty remembering the abuse at all, or they might remember it in a fragmented, disjointed way. It is like trying to put together a jigsaw puzzle with missing pieces. This can be incredibly frustrating and confusing, making it hard to make sense of their experiences. These neurological changes can lead to a wide range of behavioral and emotional consequences. Depression is a common one. It is like a heavy blanket that smothers joy and motivation. Anxiety is another, a constant state of worry and fear that can be paralyzing. Individuals who have experienced abuse might also struggle with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. This is a condition that can develop after a traumatic event, characterized by intrusive memories, nightmares, avoidance of reminders of the trauma, and hypervigilance. It is like being trapped in a never-ending horror movie. Some individuals might also experience emotional numbing, a feeling of detachment from their own emotions. It is like watching the world through a thick glass, unable to fully connect or feel. What you should know is that none of this is the fault of the person who has experienced abuse. It's important to remember that abuse is never the victim's fault. It's a violation of trust and safety, and the responsibility always lies with the perpetrator. The neurological and psychological effects we've been discussing are the brain's natural response to a deeply abnormal and harmful situation. It's the brain trying to cope, to survive, in the face of overwhelming stress and trauma. It's like a soldier returning from war, forever changed by the horrors they've witnessed. Their reactions are not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the profound impact of their experiences. But here's the good news. The brain is also incredibly resilient. Just as it can be wounded by trauma, it also has the capacity to heal. With the right support and treatment, individuals who have experienced abuse can recover and reclaim their lives. It is like that car again. Even after a major breakdown, with the right repairs and maintenance, it can be restored to working order. Therapy, particularly trauma-informed therapy, can be incredibly helpful. It can provide a safe space for individuals to process their experiences, develop coping skills, and gradually regain a sense of control over their emotions and their lives. Think of therapy as a skilled mechanic, helping to retune the engine and repair the damaged parts of that car. One of the most powerful aspects of therapy is that it can help to rewire the brain, so to speak. By addressing the underlying trauma and teaching healthy coping mechanisms, therapy can help to calm the overactive amygdala and strengthen the prefrontal cortex's ability to regulate emotions. It can help to restore that delicate balance between instinct and reason, like fine-tuning the car's engine and brakes. Therapy can also help individuals to process their traumatic memories in a safe and supportive environment, reducing their intensity and frequency. It's like carefully reconstructing that shattered jigsaw puzzle, piece by piece, until a clearer picture emerges. It's also important to emphasize that recovery is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, patience, and a lot of hard work. There will be ups and downs, setbacks and breakthroughs. But with each step forward, the brain becomes stronger, more resilient. It's like rebuilding that car, not just to its original state, but making it even better, more robust and more reliable than before. And it's not just about therapy. Social support is crucial too. Having a network of caring, understanding people can make a world of difference. Friends, family, support groups, they can provide a sense of belonging, validation, and encouragement that is essential for healing. Think of them as the support crew for that car, always there to provide assistance and encouragement along the way. Let's circle back to where we started, with that image of the car with the faulty accelerator and brakes. We've seen how abuse can throw the brain's delicate mechanisms into disarray, leading to a cascade of emotional and behavioral challenges. But we have also seen how the brain is capable of remarkable resilience and healing. If you are someone who has experienced abuse, please know that you are not alone and you are not broken. Your brain has done its best to cope with an incredibly difficult situation. And with the right support, you can reclaim your life, regain control of that car, and steer it towards a brighter future. And if you are someone who wants to help, remember the power of empathy, understanding, and support. You don't have to be a therapist to make a difference. Just being there, Listening without judgment, offering a kind word or a helping hand can be incredibly powerful. You can be part of that support crew, helping someone on their journey towards healing and recovery. You may be wondering, what have I learned today? How can these insights make a difference in my life? Well, the answer lies in understanding. Understanding that the effects of abuse are not just emotional or psychological, they are deeply neurological. Understanding that these effects are not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the brain's incredible ability to adapt, even in the face of adversity. And most importantly, understanding that healing is possible. The brain, like that car we talked about, can be repaired, retuned, and restored to its full potential. Whether you are a survivor of abuse, a loved one, or simply someone who wants to make a difference, this knowledge is a powerful tool. It's a tool that can help you to break down stigma, to offer support, to advocate for change, and to build a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, free from the shadow of abuse. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and every step, no matter how small, is a step towards a brighter future, a future where healing is not just a possibility, but a reality for everyone. So, let's take that step together, shall we?